And God He's the one doing everything, but He put this screen called worldly phenomena, where when you view, you see and you think that rain is coming from clouds, light is coming from the sun. These are regular associations of things that Allah placed in these things, but they are not executing anything. The one that's doing everything is Allah, but these are just veils, they're just curtains. And an example I typically give is the example of the two best friends. One of them decides to get married and invites his not so intelligent friend over for food. And his not so bright friend can smell all this great food, but he doesn't see anything, and he sees this curtain, and all of a sudden he sees food being pushed through the curtain. And he's thinking that the curtain is producing, and he goes to his friend and says, "Where'd you get this magic curtain?" And so he rushes, he leaves him, he goes, buys the same curtain, he puts it up in his home, he invites all his friends over for food, and he's just like, wait, and they're all sitting there, but they can't smell anything, and it's taking time, and they're like, where's the food? He says, no, this is a magic curtain, just give it some time and it'll begin to produce all this food. And they said, no, you didn't get it. When you were visiting your friend, he just got married, and there was his wife behind the curtains preparing the food and pushing it through the curtain. So all of worldly phenomena, money, time, all of it, they're just curtains, and behind it, so to speak, is the qudra of Allah. He's the one operating. This is the meaning of ashhadu an la ilaha. Why is it negation first? Because you're going to see something different with your eyes. You're going to see light coming from the sun and rain coming from the clouds, and God's saying, whatever you tashhad, He says, you first begin by negating what you see, illallah, and affirming that God is the doer. This is called tawheed al-rububiyyah. This is understanding that Allah is the operator, the director, the executor, the manager of all affairs. This is why Allah opens up His book with ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ. The first condition is to believe in an unseen system of gods. Allah says about the kuffar, He says, يَعْلَمُونَ ظَاهِرًا مِنَ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. They're only aware of the outwardly manifest of this world. And this is why when you die, Allah says, فَكَشَفْنَا عَنْكَ غِطَاءَكَ فَبَصَرُكَ الْيَوْمَ حَدِيدٌ. We removed from you your veil, so now your vision is like hadid from hidda. It's very sharp. You will begin to see things that are not from this world. So Allah simply fine-tunes the mind in a way where now you enter another dimension called barzakh, and that dimension has different rules associated with it. Because Allah says for the Day of Judgment, He says, we replace this planet with a different one. Because how can the sun be so close to us and we not die? Because the rules and the dynamics change, but the one behind it all, He's the one that doesn't change.